Oh,
welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is our crisscross applesauce pajama themed episode.
I love crisscross.
Oh, it's already really loud. I'm gonna turn it down.
Turn it down for the crowd. I do have a hole in my shin. Should I talk about that or no?
It's not a hole in your shin. It's a hole in your skin of your shin.
You guys, you can't see, but maybe you can.
You're showing it?
Yeah.
It's just like a little, it looks like a hole punch in your skin.
Well, yeah.
But it's, to be clear, it's not a hole in the bone.
It could be. We don't know.
It's not. It's surely not.
Probably not, but I did get a hole in my shin because last year at a football game, I was trying to rush the field and I maybe had one or two drinks, so my bad. And I fell down the bleachers. And I got a hole in my shin.
I fell down the bleachers.
So yeah, that's the story of how I got a shin in my...
So, okay, we have to address this at the beginning, since
yes,
apparently you guys don't watch past the 4-minute mark.
I want all of you to recognize that we have access to the analytics. We know how far you guys are watching, and it's not very far.
On average? 4 minutes.
And I can't tell if this is embarrassing for us to admit, or if we need to call you out.
I think for all the liars and the fakers...
Yeah.
For every 5 liars and fakers, there's one real person. Real, and genuine
you know
human.
who you are. Like, you know who you are if you're real and you actually watch the podcast. But there's a lot of people who love to gas us up. Like, yes, this eats.
Yeah,
okay.
we say hi to them. We're like, did you watch the podcast? And they're like, of course I did. Like, slay.
Girl, 4 minutes in.
Yeah, we know you watched. Maybe even 2, because the average is 4.
Exactly.
So that means some people are watching 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. I'm just saying, let's fix it in the future.
Yeah. Let's change the behavior.
Let's change it.
I want to see that change.
Let's catch it.
Oh. I started a new kind of move.
Catch it.
So, like,
I thought
one time I was talking and I made a joke and I am talking about it.
Okay, good.
Because before we started, I said, I don't want to talk about catch it. But I realized I was just being kind of dramatic.
He's being very dramatic.
I was having a moment of enthusiasm and comedy, and I just, for some reason, I
remember exactly.
I hit my own shoulder.
About Menchie's. Oh, all of us were like, "Oh, should we go to Menchie's? Should we?" And Christian was like, "Oh, we should."
Yeah, and then I just hit my my shoulder like that. I went.
It was just funny. It was.
And then
really
I caught myself.
And then I was like, "Okay, catch it."
Yeah. And I said, "Oh, maybe people love me for this. Maybe I am accepted in this community." Maybe I'm
Stop touching your boobs.
Maybe I can catch it.
Ew, I'll put those away.
I need to do this more often.
I do it all the time.
No, but I don't. Because
what do you have? Exactly.
You want to feel? I have something.
I thought you were asking me to feel myself.
No, myself.
No.
I have something.
I want you to keep that for you.
Catch it. No, so yeah, it was a moment of like, I can do strange things that catch even myself off guard. My friends are going to accept me.
I love physical comedy. Like, I love when people are funky and weird with their bodies. It makes me laugh. Like, a lot.
So, this is the thing now. So, like, if we're having a moment of enthusiasm and comedy, catch it.
Like, Reagan has this one move she does that is really important to me. She's
in the room, by the way.
Yeah, she's in the room. She does this little,
it's kind of like turning on a lawnmower.
It's everything to me. I just think Christian and Reagan move their bodies really funnily.
Funnily.
Mm-hmm. New word. Spell that.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Should we ask if they want to do a spelling bee?
We'll ask. Okay. So we've thrown out the idea of possibly doing a spelling bee, but Christian is apprehensive because he thinks I'm gonna get emotional or sensitive about it or whatever.
Because I think I'm gonna
do better.
I think I'm gonna win.
Or
do it a lot better, and I think you're gonna like.
Should we talk about why you think that? Was it maybe because I had your name misspelled in my phone for 6 months?
You could say it, yeah. Christane.
I had his name misspelled. Sorry, I did end up
touching it. See, you ended up feeling it. Catch it.
I accidentally had his name misspelled since I've met him.
It's been more than 6 months.
So it's been like over a year plus.
A year plus. And it was just an easy switch of the letters I and A that come before N.
What if I said I was dyslexic, Christian?
Are you?
No.
But it was just like, I was like, you never caught that. You never noticed.
I've never noticed.
It's spelled Christane.
Yeah, and then suddenly Christian was on my phone for some reason. And he was like, why is my name spelled Christane? And I was like, literally couldn't tell you.
Yeah, and then I was remembering, well,
maybe it was a joke.
You grew up Christane. So, like, you should know. how to spell it.
I know he loves this argument. He's like, you grew up Christian, but no.
Like, maybe if you were bilingual, maybe if you
No,
were new in town.
Because I grew up
but
Catholic.
You aren't.
It's different. It's different. Like, we weren't calling ourselves Christians. We weren't like, we're Christians.
Yeah, but
we're
can you spell
Catholics.
Catholic?
Yeah. Catholic. Eat it.
Catch it.
Catch it.
Can we shout out our first and second organic comment? We don't know who they are. One of them is named Lynn, and one of them is like
an older
parody
lady.
account of something, and she claims to be an old lady.
You know who you are. We love you. We're so happy that you're around with us, and we can't wait to see where things go.
Because I hope that you two know, you guys are the first people who aren't either our friends or our enemies who are watching.
We have enemies?
I think some of the people that are our followers that are tuning in might be tuning in out of spite.
Yeah, Reagan Georgie.
Those are the 4-minute people. Reagan Georgie, you think?
Yeah.
Well, she's here in person. She doesn't need to watch it.
Right.
She's got.
I was just trying to start something with my roommates.
Catch it. So yeah, we are very thankful, and we hope to see our audience grow even more.
And yeah, we're working on it, guys. We're trying really hard.
I have a question, Jenna.
Yeah.
What is your ideal view count on something like this? Because for me, it's
know.
very moderate. It's not anything super high.
I don't think it's anything super high. Like, I'm actually happy with what we have right now. I think.
Just like our friends and family.
I'm okay with that for right now. I'm just saying, at one point, like, if people want to start tuning in and like help me make money off of this, I'm okay with that. Like, I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think,
I wouldn't be opposed to getting monetized.
Okay, maybe I'm just gonna say this: ideal view count for like average view count, 50K.
I kind of love that.
Because you can make money off that.
Yeah,
I think.
We can get brand deals off that for sure.
Yeah, and maybe some of our more viral ones, $1 million, but average 50K.
All I'm saying is I want to get to the point because we're still gonna keep doing this.
Regardless.
Like, it does not matter. The goal is not to
down,
get...
if it goes up, we're still gonna...
It's
we're
not
in this game.
a goal to, get to whatever amount of followers. Our goal is just to keep doing this and having fun. It's a good way for us to catch up, because we never talk.
Yeah, we never run out of things to talk about.
Never.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's gonna be really good should we talk about it?
We can address it.
Christian's leaving the country.
Yeah, I'm going to New Zealand for genuinely 3 months. This is actually real. I'm
actually upset about it. It's not a bit, and we're gonna get through it. Yeah. I think
I'm gonna be gone from January to the end of March.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep filming. It might be
Reagan as well.
Yeah, but she's not the co-host. She's the off-screen personality.
Reagan is also our roommate, and I'm just I feel like our house is gonna be so empty when you guys leave.
I know it's gonna be a lot less argumentative, I think. Well,
yeah, the arguments are just gonna be in New Zealand now. Come on. I feel bad for your guys' cohort.
Yeah, our trip, our professors, our friends, our classmates.
Yeah, I'm nervous for you guys, but I think you're gonna have a great time. Oh, there's eye rolling. There's eye rolling in the crowd, but it's okay. No, genuinely, I don't know what I'm gonna do for 3 months, but I'll figure it out.
We'll FaceTime a lot because it's only really a 3-hour time difference. It's technically an hour or a day and 3 hours.
Yeah.
But in reality, that's just 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. When it's Friday, it'll be Thursday.
What's the difference?
Exactly.
You're telling me
some parts of the world, an extra day.
Because some parts of the world they say it's a different day, but it's the same actual day. But on the calendar, it's different. You know what I mean? We're in the same time. We're just in different time zones.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's how time zones work.
It's not actually a different... just because it's 5 p.m. on the 16th in another place, and it's actually... Here, it's 9 p.m., 8 p.m. on the 15th, that doesn't mean that that's the future, is what I'm saying. It's the same... moment in time. It's the same experience. I'm getting flipped off, but I'm speaking
I agree.
From my heart, because some people think about it, they're like, oh, it's tomorrow where you are.
Hey.
But it's not.
Beautiful for you.
Okay, were you going to say no one actually thinks that?
I was saying nobody cares.
Yeah.
Hey, no one asked. No, we're gonna figure it out. Also, the podcast is not ending. I want to clarify.
Definitely not.
I have a huge
Maybe
gush of reality coming for me though, because
gush of reality.
because I am gonna have to take over. And guys, I don't know a damn thing about shit.
Yeah, I do all the.
He does everything.
All the tech. I
literally
set up the
show
tripod.
up.
I get the tripod from our school.
Which I have
rental
to do that now?
system. Yeah, because I'm gonna be gone and I have to return this by December 11th. What was I gonna say?
I'm scared. We're also gonna try and do Zoom, so Christian will still be here. And then if there are moments where Christian can't be, we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, there will be other guests. It's kind of like when
guests.
Trixie left The Bold and Beautiful for 3 months. It's exactly like that.
Yeah, except I'm phone calling you in.
And you're nothing
most
like
I can.
Katya at all.
Really? Who do you think I'm most like? Neither.
I just think you're more like Trixie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Katya.
Oh, I agree.
In our particular
in our relationship, yes, for sure.
Like, not in all experiences,
right? Because,
like,
okay, if you had to choose one person, one influencer, or, celebrity that you are, who is it?
Honestly, Katya.
Okay.
Where my life's going. No, not really. We have a lot of differences, but in kind of personality, in humor, in tone, I think so. I feel a very big kinship to Katya Zalomachikova.
Okay. Do you want to know mine?
Yeah.
Trisha Paytas.
But, do you think that, psychologically you guys think, do you think you talk similarly? Do you think you experience life?
I think, I keep rewatching, or I keep, I'll watch back parts of the podcast, and I'm like, wait, that was giving Trisha Paytas. Just the way she's like, what? Really?
Annoyed?
No way. no,
Oh,
Trisha is not like that either.
But
you know what I mean? I got a point. Yeah.
I think your tone, or you're highly influenced by her from growing up watching her.
Well, I didn't really watch her that much when I was younger.
Oh, so
genuinely, I started watching her when I was older. So then
did
people
you adopt
were like,
that?
No.
Later on.
when people were like, "Oh, you remind me of Trisha Paytas," I was like low key offended for a bit, because this is when she was going through her, drug era.
Right.
But now I love her though, and I respect her, and Trisha, we want to be on your podcast, but
we want her on here too.
Yeah, but now I own it. I own it for sure.
So people were saying that you act like her before you even had watched her.
I had watched her, so I knew about her, but this was her frenemies era. That's when I really started watching her.
Same.
And so I was like, oh, really? That's how y'all see me? But then I was like, wait, no, I now know that a lot of her stuff is she's joking. And I'm like, oh, I do the same shit.
You do a little.
I will play ditzy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of my humor. So
I agree.
Okay.
That is a thing. Sometimes, your cadence.
Yeah.
I don't know who my cadence is like.
I wouldn't say I'm very very personality wise and the way we think though.
Maybe we'll return to that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Because when I was younger, I would have said Emma Chamberlain.
Oh.
Because I used to really.
I think you just really liked her.
I liked her, but I also sense of humor wise.
How about we find someone for each other and we'll come back. We'll circle back around.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do research.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We've been having some crazy dreams lately.
Really crazy.
I've had a crazy one. Jenna's had a crazy one. Who wants to go first?
I can go first. Because yours is crazier.
Yeah.
So basically, I've had this reoccurring nightmare of shoplifting, which I've never done before because I'm so scared of doing it. And I not to say this on camera, but I kind of want to tap in. I need to. But I had this dream that I was shoplifting and I got in really big trouble, and Rhett and Link came out and they were scolding me. And they were like, Jenny, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, this is really embarrassing, guys. Why is this happening to me?
What store was it?
It was Ulta. I was stealing a Black Honey Blush Clinique. I slipped it into my pocket, and I walked out, and the security guard was like, hey, we need to check your pockets. And I was like, why? I didn't do anything. He was like, clear out your pockets. So I clear out my pockets, and I hold it in my hand, and he's like, did you pay for that? And I was like, no. And I started crying, and he was getting really mad at me, and then Rhett and Link walked out, and they were like, Jenna.
So my question is, do Rhett and Link in this universe work for Ulta? Or are they doing a YouTube video? Or are they off-duty cops? What are they? What was their role?
I don't know.
Just as, kind of role models? Like,
I guess.
Kind of like Candid Camera, John Quinones, like...
I guess, like, what
that
would you
wasn't...
do?
Yeah, you were on
What would you do?
with
And
Rhett
but
and
with
Link.
Rhett and Link.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, and it just, like, they were just really disappointed in me, and then I was like, oh, shoot, all my chances are lost with them. Well, with Rhett.
Yeah, I think I've had dreams like that where I'll do something, and then the worst person to see me do that thing is there.
Yeah.
Coincidentally. Almost like it's a dream. And I'll be like, oh, that's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I have crazy dreams every night, so...
I do too. This afternoon, frankly, I had a dream that I was like in a room with all of my lovers of past.
Okay.
And they were all naked.
Oh.
And
was that good for you or bad for you?
No, it wasn't. It was like a clinical setting. It was like everyone had their own cubicle.
Well, it was stinky?
Only a few.
You've had stinky lovers? Christian.
They were one-time things because of the
Christian.
stink. It was a problem because it's like, how do you bring that up? And it's like in places where you should have happened multiple times.
Christian.
Multiple different people.
I'm sorry.
You didn't know that part? There have been at least 2 to 3 people who I have, how you say, slept with, who I was having a great time until I kind of got in touch with my nose.
And you got a whiff?
And I got a whiff of certain areas.
Oh, God.
You could guess which ones.
Oh, God.
Because they sometimes just don't know how to clean things. Men don't know how to clean themselves these days.
Why would, like... I'm just wondering why they would do that.
I don't know. And the other part... It is. The other part is, like, when you are specifically... like knowing, like, I'm going to go get naked
you know
with
exactly
someone.
What's going to happen and you're not going to
like,
do a little cleanse.
You need to do a deep
What
clean.
do you know about a PTA?
What's that?
Pits, tits, ass.
Oh, well, okay.
You know about a PTA? And you can throw in a V there too. Well, you have to throw in the V, but...
I mean, I try to wash every part of my body.
Well, I think most normal people do.
Yeah, but I would say I provide extra attention to the P, the P, and the A.
Wait, I'm gonna leave, but I need to ask: were the other 2 people as bad as the 10 out of 10?
Christian,
10 out of 10
why have I never heard about this?
Yes.
I just knew you wouldn't want to hear it.
I do now.
There was one person who, it was a 10 out of 10, 10 being horrific, smell, being devilish,
Oh my God.
evil,
Egg.
Rotten.
rancid, rotten,
Oh God.
awful.
Did it stop immediately? Like you were like, I can't.
Well, my interaction with that body part stopped immediately.
Okay.
But my interaction with the person kept going because, frankly, I wanted to keep going.
Oh God.
But it was just really, really bad. And so I had to get away from that body part. Anyway, yes, there have been 2 other times where someone
Jesus
smelled
Christ.
bad to the extent that I couldn't interact with that part.
I'm scared.
And it wasn't a 10 out of 10. It was maybe a 6 or a 7. But it was the same smell. And that's the real kicker, is that it's the same smell.
Rancid.
And because it's like, when people have a smell, I'm like, maybe that's just you. It's still recording, right? But when it's the same smell on different people, you really stop and think, what is going on? Mm-hmm. Is it the same body wash? Is it the same...
You know what it is? It's that damn native shit.
You think they're using
Yes!
native?
Oh, bitch, that reminds me. Anybody who uses native out there, I'm sorry. You smell bad. And I don't want to be mean because I'm not a mean person, okay? But if you're using native deodorant, you smell awful. Like, you need to go
Home.
take a bath. Put on aluminum, please. I'm begging. Like,
Yeah.
that shit does not work.
I gotta be real. Aluminum is the only true antiperspirant.
Right.
that will save you. That
And
or maybe Botox.
Do you want to know why it smells so bad too? Is because the native deodorant itself does not smell good. Like, it smells like shit. And then you're lathering it on top of your nasty, smelly BO. And so then you're smelling the nasty native deodorant with the nasty BO. And it's mixing and making this smell.
Have you ever...
It's like a chemical reaction in my nose.
Have you ever used Lumi?
What's Lumi?
It's somehow even worse. Because they use... I think it's mandelic acid. It's a certain ingredient. But the ingredient itself that stops the smell has a smell.
Oh, God, no.
So it's not even that it's scented in a way that's bad. It's just the
raw
ingredient. The formula smells bad.
I'm
like
sorry.
You squirt, it's also like a paste, and you can put it up to your finger. Because normally with
God.
normal deodorant...
Were you using that shit?
My mom got into it, and I tried it, and I just said, that's not for me. Because it, first of all, didn't work. Second of all, it smelled bad.
All I'm saying is if you're going out in public and you are, as a choice, putting on this shit, you deserve to stay home. Like, I'm sorry. You can't subject other people to those smells.
And also, I do want to address some people have either sensitivity or allergies to
right.
aluminum. For you, I really hope you find the best
solution. And you know what it is? It's not fucking native. I'm sorry. We're never going to get any sponsorship.
And we would never.
If you ever see that from us, we sold ourselves to the devil. Just letting you know.
And you won't, so don't worry. There might be other... We might sell ourselves to the devil and something else will be the reason.
Yeah, if I'm ever dating, like...
a blonde man.
Yeah, if I'm ever dating a blonde man, I sold my soul.
If I'm ever seen reading a Jordan Peterson book, if I'm ever
His
seen...
books?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like a writer.
Oh, God. Really?
Still is. If I'm ever seen saying, oh, you know what I saw on the Joe Rogan podcast yesterday?
Oh, God.
If I'm
ever casually watching Jake or Logan Paul, bitch, my soul is sold.
Yeah, if you're on the Impulsive podcast.
If you see me as a guest on Impulsive, us, a duo, on Impulsive.
Wait, sold. I have a question. Can I list off podcasts and you say, like, if you would accept to go on? Okay. Theo Von.
Yeah.
Me too. Impulsive.
No.
Reject.
Well.
Oh, wait, you just said no.
I said no, but, like, what if we went on and, like, made fun of them the whole time without them knowing? You don't think it'd be possible for us?
No, I think... Because I think their audience is so dense.
Oh.
They wouldn't even recognize, and they would just be like, these people are idiots.
But people would, like...
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just my opinion.
I agree.
You can go on, I just won't.
No, I agree.
What about Maria Menounos? She has a podcast.
I don't know what that is.
The Nuvi Movie Girl
No
at
idea.
Regal Theatre Cinemas.
No idea.
She'll be like, I'm Maria Menounos, and this is a Nuvi movie. Yeah.
She's a podcast?
Yes.
I want to go on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tapping in.
She talks about health.
I love her.
Okay, me too. What about Dua Lipa?
She's a podcast? I was going to say,
she does have a podcast.
What does she talk about?
She talks about sometimes interesting topics, but she makes them really boring.
I'm going to be, like, really mean, hot take. I don't like Dua Lipa.
You don't like her as a person?
Okay, not
or
that.
Just her music?
I don't like her music.
You don't
She's
like
hot.
her music? Have you listened to the Future Nostalgia album?
I'm sorry. Every single Dua Lipa song sounds the exact same to me. I can't tell you a difference.
That's really
true.
A big statement.
It's really
no,
real and true.
I don't agree.
Ask
but
literally anybody else. I want you to play 2 Dua Lipa songs in a row and say, which was which? And then they're going to be like, oh, this was this one. And you're going to be like, wrong. Wrong. Why? Because they all sound the same.
I don't agree.
I
think
do.
With her new album, yes. But have you heard Future Nostalgia?
I know which one is it? The Gravity one? Lifting me up, gravity.
Wait.
Defying gravity.
What are you talking about?
Fuck if I know.
There's Training Season. There's Houdini, and then there's all the others.
Houdini is bad.
No.
Houdini is bad.
Yes.
All of them.
I'll come and I'll go.
It sounds the exact same as her. Da, 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 da. Oh, that was Houdini.
Yeah. What other? Like, are you thinking of like "Break My Heart"? I should have stayed at home. Because I've been doing
that sounds the exact same as Houdini.
No,
yes,
I know what you were thinking, but
it sounds the same.
There's also "Let's Get Physical" right now and follow the noise.
I just
Baby, keep on dancing like you know how to choice.
don't know how I feel about Dua Lipa. She's also dating Callum Turner. You know how I
Why
feel
is
about
that
it.
bad?
I want
Oh,
him.
you're jealous.
Yeah.
Because the
But
thing is, she makes...
I liked when she was dating what's his face Hadid. The Hadid.
Yeah,
brother.
but I think he was like a bad person,
Oh,
and that's
well-
part of why the music was so good when she was with him.
I don't know. I just am not like a huge fan of Dua Lipa, and that's okay. Like that's my prerogative, and I'm allowed
It
to feel
is.
that
I'm
way.
just really surprised.
Why?
Because I just love specifically her first album and Future Nostalgia. Incredible. Incredible.
I don't care enough to dive into her more.
Have you heard Pretty Please?
No, I've heard her hits, like her radio
Have you heard
hits.
Good in Bed?
No, girl, I'm telling you exactly what I've heard. Her radio
smash.
smash hits, the ones that
Bum,
do
bum.
hot top 100, whatever. Those all sound the same, and I just
So,
can't.
one more question about
Okay,
her.
okay.
When you hear Levitating, you don't feel the urge to move?
I mean, I do. I'll bust a little to levitate,
'Cause that's,
but it also has the
like-
verse by what's his face.
No, that's only on the remix.
And I like the remix better.
Wait.
Okay,
wait.
moving on.
The only
Moving on.
difference about the
Next
remix is...
podcast. Next podcast.
Oh, I'm trying to think of other podcasts. What about the canceled podcast? Lately, we've been.
I can't say I would right now.
Yeah, we can't follow Jeffree Star's.
I'm just not very
feature.
happy with canceled podcasts right now. But I haven't really been happy with them like since the whole Brooke thing. So I always have had a mixed like relationship feeling towards that podcast because I'm like first of all, I don't really listen to the podcast. Ooh.
Okay, I do.
I will listen to
literally
it sometimes. I watch clips more. I'm not really like a sit down and I need to watch podcast person, but
But you don't do it while sitting down. You do it while like doing chores or walking to
right,
class.
right.
Or,
I'm more of a music person,
I respect
which is
that.
crazy because I have a podcast, but that's besides.
Yeah,
the point.
I'm a big podcast listener.
I'm a really big music person. Like I have music going all the time.
I'm a music person too, but I feel like for me, I find myself listening to podcasts more often lately. More often than I'm listening to music because podcasts just soothe me in a different way. Because like hearing people's voices speaking makes me feel
Less
like I have
lonely?
company. Yeah, like it's
Oh.
like it makes me feel like I'm always in the company of others, even when I'm not.
That's true. I can agree. I like to listen to a good podcast, but I don't listen to very many, and I don't listen to them very often.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's
I think
not
a
my
lot of
go-to
people, a lot of my
media.
friends, I'll be like, oh yeah, like I was listening to this podcast, and they're like, I don't really listen.
Yeah.
Like they'll listen once in a while, but it's not part of their daily diet
Right.
of media. For me, it absolutely is.
Oh, okay.
I
I
love
love that.
the Las Culturistas podcast. That's my
We
dream.
would go on that one for
Yeah.
sure.
Those are my favorite podcast people. Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Tap in.
Matt
everyone.
Rife. I like Matt
No.
Rife.
He has a podcast.
I don't know.
You just made that
Yeah.
up. I would not go on Matt Rife's podcast.
Does he have a podcast?
Now I have to fact check. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Is that Firefox?
Yeah, I use
You're
Firefox.
so gay.
It's the queer browser.
Wait, is our 24 hours up yet? Should we talk about that?
What?
Our 24 hours. They're not even up.
We were trying to. It was my idea, right?
It was your idea. And he wrote
Because
me.
I feel like we talk about gay,
We
queer,
say
queer,
the
slay,
word-
mama, boots, down, boots. Like we talk about gay stuff constantly.
We talk about being gay, people who are gay. We just talk about gay a lot, and we were like, wow, let's put our shoes in the people who live in Florida who can't say gay anymore.
Yeah, so I had an idea. I was like, what if for 24 hours we enact our own version of the Don't Say Gay bill?
Yeah.
But it's more of a self-control bill.
And it
It's
wasn't
not-
even
it's
like
not
it
an
wasn't even like
ideological
we
thing.
couldn't do things that are gay because like
That's
that
just
would be really hard for
me
Christian.
being myself.
And me too, probably. I would say less for me, but more for you.
Yeah.
But like Christian would do something, and then I would be like, "Oh, I want to say, oh, that's really gay," but I couldn't. So that was more along the lines.
Yeah, and to be clear, I think we failed this challenge within genuinely
A minute.
a minute.
I said gay
By accident.
right away. It wasn't even on purpose. Like I can't remember what we were talking about.
It just came out because I think as soon as we forget that we're doing the challenge,
And it's like suddenly we want to say
suddenly
it all
it's
the time.
no, not even just suddenly we want to. We always want to,
Yeah.
and we just go back to our natural. It's hard to just remember like, oh yeah, no, you've committed to this. Like I want to like write it on my arm, like don't say gay.
Well, that's the bill.
Don't say gay. That's the bill.
Well,
yeah, right.
we enact it. You
in
should put it on your
Washington
forehead.
State. But then I can't see it unless I look in the mirror.
Say, well, I want you to put it on your forehead so people know. that you are gay. Don't say gay.
I have to have a physical identifier.
Yes.
Pink triangle on my forehead. Illuminati.
Are we allowed
Sorry.
to joke about that?
I can.
I can't.
I didn't say I just said I can because I decided.
Okay, sure.
So we didn't actually get to talk about my dream.
We still have 9 minutes. Go for it.
I know, we only have 9 minutes. You only have 9 minutes.
You only have 9 minutes.
I have to hold the microphone up with my foot right now. Okay.
I swallowed. Should
I
I do my
heard
gulp?
it. That's really good. I can't do a gulp like that.
Ew.
I can't do it in the way you do
Christian,
it.
I hated that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You're really good at it. I can't.
People hate it. People hate it. They're like, Jenna, stop.
It's talented.
I can't. Thank you.
It's great.
I can also whistle.
Yeah, Jenna's really good at whistling. Can you do, I'm levitating.
Okay.
So I had a horrific dream. Every person I tell about this dream is immediately
It's so funny, though.
crawling under their skin.
Oh, yeah, skin
What is the
crawling.
word?
Skin crawling. Like, it's...
Jumping out of their skin.
Sure. Their skin is crawling.
To sum it up, I had a dream that I chose to post a photo of my dick on my Instagram account.
A nude photo.
Yeah, it's a photo of my dick. What else? Not a bulge pic, just a photo of it.
Would you post a bulge pic, though?
No.
Like, what if it wasn't, like, just that area, but, like, it was, like, clearly pronounced?
I don't think I would post that because I just don't think people are necessarily
like that.
Yeah, I don't want my friends to be
Subjective.
If I was posting a bulge pic on Grindr, if I was posting a bulge pic on Tinder,
we're talking
maybe
about Instagram.
But Instagram is not a place for sexual. It's not.
I agree.
My friends don't want to see that.
Like, if you want to go to a sexual Instagram page, there are plenty of those.
Yeah, like if you're going to the club, you can wear a thong to the club. You can wear all types of things to the club. Like, I'll dress sexy to go out. I'm not gonna.
You want to just wear a thong to the club? We're going out tonight.
Not tonight, but like someday.
You
I'll
wanna-
try.
Do you have any?
No, but I want to get one.
You should.
I do.
Do men wear thongs, or is it more like a jockstrap situation?
That's so we can talk about that. Actually.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that after I talk about my
Okay.
dream.
Yes. Finish your dream.
In the dream, it's like, you know how sometimes in dreams, you do things that are really out of character for yourself, but in the dream, it's like you did it, and so you just have to kind of go with it. Like, I feel like in dreams, everything is a yes and.
Yeah.
Like, things will happen that are not normal at all, but in the dream, it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, of course I'm walking to school wearing sharks on my feet for shoes.
Nothing but a trench coat.
Yeah.
And nothing on underneath.
Of course I'm
Nicki
talking to
Minaj.
my teacher. Of course Rhett and Link are catching me shoplifting. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
of course. And so in this dream, I was like, oh, of course I posted a photo of my dick on my own Instagram.
You would.
Of course it was in a photo dump post and it was the last one in the photo dump. Of course I'm telling my friends, oh, guys, like, don't look at my Instagram post unless you're comfortable seeing that.
He put it, the caption was,
Yeah.
don't swipe unless you're comfortable. And then I know the dream like better than you.
In the dream.
We're like, this is in the dream. And then in the dream, we're like, Christian, why did you post that? And say what you said.
It just looked really good.
It just looked really, I just thought it looked good.
Which, you know, sometimes I do think
self-love.
that, but I don't post it on my Instagram.
Really? I can't partake in this section because I don't know anything about any of that.
Yeah, I'm really bearing my soul.
I've gotten some of those pictures. I can't say I've enjoyed them. Not yours.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
Other
like
people.
other people's nudes, and I can't say I've actually really enjoyed receiving them. But that's not my taste, I would say.
Yeah, I am a big participant in that community, in that behavior, and I'm happy to see them most of the time.
Okay.
When they're well taken.
I will say a lot of the times I get them though are unsolicited.
Yeah. You're in a different boat.
Right. Like the times that I have gotten them not unsolicited though, I was not a fan. Either. I was just going along because they like wanted to.
You just went along with it.
I just went along with it.
When you said going along, I thought you said I was just going long. Like as if someone was throwing you a ball from go long.
No. I was just going along with it, but I've never been like, oh.
Yeah. So
I need that.
No, exactly. I do want to address the jock strap of it all.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Because in the gay male cisgender community, everyone wants to wear a jockstrap. Everyone wants to take sexy photos in a jockstrap. I genuinely have never thought that it looks good. That's my opinion.
Right.
I never see someone in a jockstrap and say, oh, that looks like, I'm so glad they put that on, instead of just wearing nothing.
Right.
Because I feel like if you're going to take a sexy photo, just take a photo of your ass. Literally just take a photo of your ass.
Because I don't understand the jockstrap. Like, it literally, like, circles your butt, right? I know
yeah,
what jockstraps
it cups
are.
it from under. I think a lot of men, I think it's like they attach sexual thoughts to, like, sports.
Oh, maybe. But it's also like, oh, my butt's out. But my thing is covered.
Yeah. And so I think that's the other part.
But I can get it, though. Like, when I wear a thong, I'm like, ooh.
No, exactly. And that's my desire to wear a thong, is exactly that.
Okay.
Because I just feel like I would like it.
I feel like jockstraps are, yeah, I would say they're less sexy than a thong.
And I think this is the other thing, is a lot of the reason I think a lot of people like jock straps is because it cups your cheeks.
Oh, it makes it look a little bigger.
Yes. And some people don't have the dimple.
What? Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, some people, it doesn't have the crease.
Really?
I thankfully do. I have that crease. It goes
I'm happy
under,
for your
it
crease.
kind of makes a shape.
I'm happy for you.
But some people, it's kind of like a little bit of a bump, but it kind of
It's
just like...
kind of flat.
It's kind of flat, or it just goes flush to the skin.
I've never noticed that before.
I've seen
I'm
a
not
lot.
looking
I've seen a lot of
very
ass.
closely. Well, yes.
But I think, yeah, some people, I think it's both the connection to sports and sexual things, like, ooh, like locker room, or like, ooh, like straight men, like, who play sports, or like, ooh, I used to play sports and it was hot.
Oh. I know nothing about this
like, I don't
topic.
live that lifestyle because I never really played sports. I never really was around jock straps. And the only time I would be around a jock strap is when I'm going to the club and suddenly there's go-go dancers.
Oh, yeah, we saw a lot of jockage then.
Yeah, and I was like, just put a thong.
No, some of them were wearing thongs. Some of them had...
Because that's
I just saw a lot
that's
of
the other thing about a jock strap.
Yeah.
Is your hole
Is out.
is out. If you shake it the wrong way, if you lift your leg, if you maybe bend
that's
down,
so true.
suddenly your butthole
is out.
is out.
But
I don't
sometimes
want that.
when you wear... Well, I
A
guess
thong,
it would
same
depend on
thing.
the thong.
Yeah, if it's a
If
thong
you're doing
where
a G-string,
yeah.
you might have some slippage, for sure.
But it's still, at least there's the concept of a cover. It's
Yeah.
the concept of fabric.
Yeah.
Even if it's, not even a full centimeter of fabric, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
It's still covering that little entrance to the hole.
Okay.
Maybe the halo is still there, but the entrance you can't see.
I guess I've never looked close enough.
I don't know
I
that
guess
I
I've
have
never had
either.
a butt in my face that close.
Oh, I mean, I haven't had
With a jockstrap on.
thonged or a jockstrapped butt in my face either.
Okay. Me neither, so we're good. We're on the same page. Okay.
Can we go to Christian's Confession Corner?
Okay, yeah, for 5 minutes, then we gotta go.
Then we gotta go. Yeah.
gotta wrap her
so
up.
this is likely a recurring segment. I think it would live at the end of the episodes. Okay, also, my voice is so congested today.
No, I haven't even noticed.
Well, I have. Anyways, I think this will be a recurring segment because I often have confessions to make. And I would like to make it at the end of the episode because I don't want everyone to hear this. And I know
Sorry.
most people are only going to go 4 minutes in. First confession. I almost hit someone with my car this week. Jenna was there.
I'm back in.
This is what happened.
It was the funniest moment of my life. I just have to jump in really quick.
I can't say it wasn't funny, but it was also genuinely
It
almost
was awful
really
for Christian. It was
unsafe.
amazing for me and
It could've-
everyone else involved.
It could have been
Except
an
her.
injury. It could have been the worst day of someone's life.
Been
Or the
not
last.
death, but injury. Not death. You weren't going fast enough for death.
I wasn't. So anyway, we went to Menchie's. I called ahead, and I knew they don't have the non-dairy almond milk
Butter
cake batter
butter
flavor
cake.
that I like. They don't have it. I already knew that. I said, okay, I'm going to get a sorbet. So I get my sorbet. I'm dissatisfied. I say, okay, whatever. We're driving home. I have zone parking, which means I have a permit to park in a certain part of the street.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever. and I don't have to pay.
Yeah,
I already
because we
paid for
only
the
have 2
permit.
parking spots and 4 cars. So we have a whole thing.
Yeah, we have a driveway with 2 parking spots. The rest, it's kind of, you got to figure it out on your own. You get your zone parking permit. At night, there is no zone parking open because everyone is already parked in their spots, and there's only so many.
Mm-hmm.
So I had basically no more options. So I'm circling the street. I'm like, where can I find parking? I keep looking into new places. Nothing's really coming up. So finally, it's like my 5th time just turning the same corner that I've just been circling. And I just kind of turn it quickly. It's a right on red. I look to see if there's any cars coming. There's no cars coming. But I was...
Also, by the way, can we bring this up? It was an illegal right turn because there is no right turn on reds
Are you
that
sure?
way. Yeah, Sarah and I were there and we checked.
Oh, that's another... That adds to the list of
Yeah.
mistakes.
Probably for that reason.
Yeah, that's probably part of it. But so, yeah, I checked to see if there were any cars coming. There's no cars coming, but I was amiss. Is that the word?
Sure.
I did not look to see if there were any pedestrians. And yes, there was one pedestrian. She was wearing black. She was coming out of where there was a bush. But that's not to say that it wasn't.
Can
Absolutely my
I
fault.
take it from there?
Yeah.
And so
So I'm
Christian
making a
is
turn.
turning, and Christian doesn't see this girl, but Sarah, who's sitting in the back of the car, for some reason sees it, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna hit Queen."
So
So Christian looks over, he's like, "Oh my god," and he hits the brake, and there's this girl who's like literally a centimeter from the hood of the car, like, "Whoa, what the heck?"
Yeah, she was like like she saw death.
Yeah.
She thought she was gonna die, and I am so sorry. I wish I could have her on the podcast.
So that happens, and then Christian like swerves out of the way, and he literally like swerves into the other lane,
'Cause
and
Ross
he
swerves.
stops, rolls down his window, sticks his head out, and he's like, I'm so sorry, and then he drives away. And it's just like, girl, it was a lot. I think the funniest part though was Sarah saying, "Oh, you're gonna hit Queen."
Because she didn't say it in a way of like, "Oh God, you're gonna hit her." It was
Yeah.
just, "Oh, so you're gonna hit Queen."
Yes, it was very calm because she thought Christian wasn't going to, and she was like, "Oh, he's gonna stop," and no, Christian was. If Sarah wouldn't have said anything,
I would have hit Queen.
you would have hit Queen.
And then she would have said, "Oh, so you just hit Queen."
You just hit Queen.
So Queen's dead. So Queen's lying on the road. So Queen's bleeding.
It was beautiful.
Oh, so someone call 911. You just hit Queen.
You just hit Queen. You just hit Queen.
What else do I have for my confession?
I'll do a confession. We'll each do a confession.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. Freshman year of college, I did fall out of my dorm bed, and I got a huge cut on the bottom of my foot.
Wait, can you explain? You were on the top
So
floor.
I had my bed lofted in college. So it was like pretty high up, like right about here or whatever. I don't know. It was high up. And I was reaching around because my desk was under my bed. I was reaching under to grab something off my desk. I can't remember what at this point. And it's so far under that I'm like literally like hanging off. I'm hanging onto the
Yeah.
bed by a thread.
I've been there. You're like reaching under
Yes.
the bed.
And
You're feeling those
suddenly,
bars.
I'm not hanging on anymore. And I'm falling down. There's this huge loud thud. I was so embarrassed. I was like, damn, like, okay. I broke part of the bed, and I cut my foot, the bottom of my foot, like, open. It was such a huge gash, and I was just bleeding everywhere. And I thought I was going to have to get stitches. It was this whole thing. I literally couldn't look at my foot. And then I went to the UW, like, med office, whatever.
Yeah, the doctor's office.
And I got a bill that I have not paid yet, and it's sitting in collections.
And why'd
Should
you
I
get the
admit
why'd you
that?
get the bill?
Because, okay, when I cut my foot, a piece of my skin came off, but it was still holding on. And I was like, oh, it looks really deep. I might have to get stitches. And so I waited till the next day to go to the office. That's when they had the next availability. And I walk in with my damn foot skin hanging off. And I walk in and I'm like, she's like, okay, girl, like, let's see your foot. We might have to give you stitches. I'm getting ready for the worst because I've never had stitches. I'm scared. And she pulls out my foot and she's like, oh, it's already dead. And she just goes, she literally pulls it off, throws it away, whatever.
Wait, I thought she cut it off.
No, bitch. This is where I'm gagged. She literally just went
With her fingers.
With her fingers, her gloved fingers. She went, threw it in the trash, washed her hands, applied some fucking honey to my foot, put a Band-Aid, and said, you're good to go. Have a good week.
And then billed you for...
Charge me $300 for skin laceration.
because she...
Because she went...
Because she pulled.
She pulled off. It was
She essentially-
basically already off.
Yeah, she essentially did a foot peel on you.
She could have been like, girl, I'm going to charge you. Like, you better turn around and grab this. I would have been like,
Yeah.
I would have been, whoop.
Yeah, she's like, so just so you know, insurance
This is going to be
doesn't really-
$300, by the way. I'd be like, no.
Oh, bitch, I'll walk out right now.
Yeah. Like, you could have given me, like, a happy end. No, I'm just kidding.
You could have maybe
price.
pulled another part of my skin.
But yeah, that was my confession. I owe money to the government.
Is it the government or just that?
I don't know. It's collections.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what collections is either.
Oh, can
And
I
I'm
make
like,
another
it's-
confession?
Yeah. You owe money to the IRS. Or should we save it for next week?
Not the IRS. I'll just do one more.
Okay, quick.
We went to Vancouver, Canada.
What did you
Vancouver,
do?
BC.
Oh. I
And
didn't know
no,
this.
it's different.
Oh.
Well, it's maybe you know.
The-
And we parked in a parking garage, and the parking, if I had paid the fee that was posted, it would have cost like $30 to park there for like 2 hours.
Right.
We were going to walk on the dock. We were going to go maybe get some dinner, maybe have some fun, maybe get a little freaky. And I was like, I'm not paying that. Like, whatever. They probably won't catch me. We come back to the car. Yes, they did. They gave me a parking ticket for $99. But then I thought to myself, I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
I don't think their government
What
has jurisdiction over me
Next
right
time
now.
you try to go across the border, they're like, you didn't pay this.
So that's where I'm going. Is I still to this day have not paid it. I have never received a bill.
As you should.
But they do have my license plate number. They do know I'm from Washington. Like, they know some stuff about me. They can probably look up my name. But once again, it's Canada. So I don't know if they have the intention of coming after me. I don't know if they will. But that is up in the air right now. That's still an unsolved mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe my parking ticket is sitting in collections in Canada. And the next time I try to enter, they're going to say...
Oh, well.
They're going to say, oh, I have a
We're
gun.
arresting you at the border.
They're going to say, oh, put your hands behind your back. I have
Wait.
a gun.
Can we say one more thing really quick?
Yeah, and this
Can we
is-
talk
we're
about
about to
the
end, right?
gaggiest part about you almost hitting someone? Is the next day, karma came for him. He got towed.
Yeah.
He got towed.
Yeah, so because
He
I
parked.
wasn't able to park in the zone parking where I'm permitted to park. I had to park somewhere that I was not permitted to park, which is the street parking. And the thing about the street parking around here is certain
You
parts
get
you
towed.
have to move your car before rush hour. I forgot to move it before 4 p.m. I was on campus. I was doing school. I suddenly realized, oh, I forgot to move it. I checked my AirTag. My AirTag is in Shoreline. My AirTag is on Aurora Avenue at the impound lot. And I had to get my car, and guess what it cost? $300.
Did you pay that?
Yeah.
You had to?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way you get it.
Wow, that's fucked.
So, let's end it on
Well,
that.
All right. We love you all.
To our organic listeners, we love you
Thank
even
you.
more.
You're our
Leave
favorites.
a comment, leave a review.
If you're our biggest fans, we know who you are. You know who you are.